Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time,
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Crossel? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his specifications. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Inksy, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hair Mr. Crossel, I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself. The inlaid gemstone is recorded.
Thank you, Sinksy. Now, could...
Sure, it isn't...
Nothing you need to worry about.
Why is everyone's first reaction?
I believe we have a...
The weirdo?
Because once we have this... join me.
My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and it is abundant in element... Anyway, I suppose...
That is indeed the case. If you would...
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. But after I wonder...
You needn't...
You're too...
That Baidu guy is as weird as ever. Is it just Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossel.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation?
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Wonderful. Well then, please.
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay?
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times—
Material evidence? What material? I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus jadeite, and yet—
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question. This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus jadeite and Smaragdus nephrite. How does this prove? In any case, Smaragdus nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite. So I had him cut away the nephrite, he returned the valuable jadeite core to me, and some nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are—
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all. Seems like he came prepared. What should—
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Oh, come on. I meant the backup copy of the document.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after—
Of course I'm right. All the evidence—
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors?
What's this?
Smaragdus jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus jadeite?
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be handed over to the Ministry. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation in their investigations.
What? Wait! I knew.
Oh, so you knew? Oh.
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually
Inlaid with— You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original price and more— Mr. Crossell, your answer, please.
Yep, he's seriously
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins. But I'm a victim in all of this too. But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I went to boo-boo. That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus nephrite, which is all— I kept the real Smaragdus jadeite in a specially made box. I daren't touch it. I was worried that someone would see
Exactly! If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make her pay so much?
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus jadeite, some of my business partners found out. I knew they'd be watching closely to see how much I could make off it. If word got out that I sold a pair of fake hairpins—
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there.
10 times.
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus jadeite.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora. Even if the Smaragdus jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
Ms. Jichao, you...
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jadeite...
What? But all right, then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn the Smaragdus jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever. It'll do.
Thanks so much for your help this time, Miss Yunfei. When you have the time, I'll be sure to visit and express my thanks more appropriately.
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second, if I may. I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between us.
Let me think for a moment.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents. Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
The right solution depends on your perspective on the problem. The objective of my client, Mr. Chow, was to reduce her liability to pay compensation. So, rather than looking high and low for some hairpins, proving that the rented item was nowhere near worth what the vendor had claimed it to be was the more efficient solution. An Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? And Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with you.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while now.
Why'd they have to give me that transfer?
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded.
Wonderful.
Of course, Mr. Crossell.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay?
Not at all. Now, the
Material? I spent a...
Indeed. Only a testimony. This is a processing...
Seriously? In any case...
That's an...
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as
Hard evidence. Something legally binding.
This document...
Our second piece...
You know...
Of course I'm right. All the evidence...
Well, hang on a moment now. Because Traveler, would you do the honors?
What?
Smaragdus Jadeite sustained Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite? No idea, you say? I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but however, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I trust that you'll get...
What? Wait!
Oh, so you knew? Oh...
Huh? No,
Aren't actually inlaid with You do understand, Mr. Crossell.
He's seriously intimidating.
I admit it. But after receiving, I went to Boo. That's why I had another pair. I kept the real Smaragd. I was worried that someone would see through it.
Exactly. If they were...
I didn't... If word got...
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there.
10 times.
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus Jadeite.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much more. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not,
Ms. Jichao...
However, Mr.
What? But...
Miss Yanfei.
Well,
Thanks so much for your help.
Oh, come on. No need to...
Well
then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so?
Actually, I could see from the hairpins you produced that you're very skilled in jewelry design. If we could join
Well, Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny...
Exactly.
The right solution depends... The objective of my client, Mr. An Adeptus. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by the title of Adept in any case. Don't you think that the Liyue...
Paimon can think of someone who would...
Well, since we got what we came for...
You've returned. How did it go? Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you. All right, then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to handle the rest.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts, too.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not?
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all. Liyue, all right then.
Oh, Paimon's so excited!
It is but a single teapot. There we go. This Serenity Pot is all yours now. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these blueprints with you as well.
Wait a minute, Granny. How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's! There's even a great big house in the middle, too! Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it. Paimon can't do that! Still. Oh, wait a...
Well, it seems that we have a visitor.
It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me... hang on a moment. What? Oh, call me. I suppose you may...
So you're the little helper Madame Ping mentioned?
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you. You may leave all matters regarding the upkeep of this realm to me. Your journey may be far from over, But at least this way, you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night. Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms. As long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion.
Blueprints?
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials. Then simply
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
I doubt it. A golden-eyed Adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely.
A golden-eyed Adeptus?
I hardly remember myself. Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm. If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
Windblade!
Maybe you're not used to the place at the moment. If you ever have any questions...
Exiting standby mode. Sorry, I am not trying to ignore you. It just takes some time to get my systems back up and running. As long as you let your consciousness freely drift, it doesn't matter where you are. Though, according to normal standards, the environment here is quite pleasant indeed. Pure, clear air, a soft, warm bed, a lot of open space. Had we grown up in an environment like this, Lenny probably wouldn't have been nearly so anxious. I seem to have allowed some subjective thoughts to color.
Maybe you're not. If you ever have any questions...
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact...
Rebuild the Jade Chamber?
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other 2.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyuet Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but, I have some business to do.
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to some...
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please, remember, this is a race against the clock.
Ningguang seems super busy. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh?
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really...
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that.
Why don't you stand there? After her! Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information! Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out. They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded.
I've already told you. I don't need your info. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. It's not a...
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Then Shinue Kia. How could you afford...
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor, but here we are.
Boss, I'm telling...
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
The Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're...
No, don't be angry, sir.
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is... well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are...
Laws. No.
Really? So how exactly have you...
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are, medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Pharmacy's not far away. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach. you think Shenhe might be an Adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she...
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Ginseng, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating that!
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chose... If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go...
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning, sampling each dish in order to appreciate...
Return to the mountains! That proves it! Paimon knew she was an Adeptus!
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question. Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance.
Wow! But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier.
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest...
I am not... We simply need to...
Veto!
Really?
Look, we want to win this competition. Fair and square. Sunset Vermilionite, Wondercorn...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So...
Baishu, what are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound...
Huh? How come Lady Ning...
I'm not too sure. I did hear... Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed.
No, we've got other stuff to do. Well...
Ah, the variety of... As far as the record...
Okay, then. Thanks, Baishu.
You're quite...
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if...
I see.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any sunset vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I...
Yes, precisely. According to records of after Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure? Wouldn't it be a little, you know, disrespectful? With him being an Adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him.
Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after—
Okay. Let's see. Shincho said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there? To hear.
My demon-expelling mantra is...
What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Whoa, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the Sunset Vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon's... Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete.
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintained.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place.
Take your true form! My will embodied!
Transfiguration!
Windblade!
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this? Transfiguration!
Do your master's bidding!
Oh! In your dream, take your true form. The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance. Manifest!
You asked for it! Drop your weapons!
My will embodied!
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look! Cecilia disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first. Unleash! Manifest!
Get back!
My will embodied. In your dreams. Cryo incarnate. Unleash. My time has come. In your dream, no escape from fate.
With the wind!
Justice will prevail.
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Ah! So, luckily there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That Sealy's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
This spells the end of the exorcists. Get back!
Stop right there! Ha! Shia! Ah! Shia! Ha! Ha! Obey! My time has come. Take me back. Final warning. You asked for it. Stop right there! Stand down! No escape from fate. Final warning. Stop right there! Justice will prevail! Drop your weapons! Stand down! Do not attempt to resist! Final warning! weapons! Attempt to resist! Final warning! You asked for it! Do not attempt to resist! Drop your weapons! Crimes are evident! To resist! The arc of justice is broken.
Manifest! Transfiguration! My time has come. your true form! My will embodied! You will regret this! Transfiguration! You will regret this! My will embodied! Do your master's bidding! No escape from fate.
Fourth, my... The scourge of evil remains. I taste... I taste blood. Lupical! Like Lupical.
Hands where I can see! Stand down! Final warning!
Disappear!
Stop right there! This can't be the end.
Let's see here. Oh, nope, I need a heal.
Transfiguration! My will embodied. Transfiguration. You will regret this. Stop right there! Queen blade!
Yeah, please stop. Please stop.
From whence you came!
Maybe I wasn't for this world.
shit! Run, run!
Unleash! My ordinance divine! Obey!
One down. Two to go.
Unleash! Final warning! Take your turn form!
Okay, kill.
My will and body! Chip! Submit! Obey!
Okay, it's destroyed. Finally. I must sit here for a little bit so I can heal my character a bit.
Mind be purged, world be saved.
Okay, there we go. Everything's healed and up and going. I came that way, so I need to go this way.
Is this the sunset vermilionite? It's so huge! That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling me. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Hold on a sec. I just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too! But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds.
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure? Be careful!
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it in my safety.
That's right! I'm sure you can handle it and everything. But if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt, no matter who you are. gotta be extra careful with lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense.
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the prostrate. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is Shenka able to carry that huge rock all by herself?
That thing was a pain in the ass to take down. What is this? Oh, that's a link sign. No, I want to look around first before I do that. There ain't really much to do. There we go. Hey, Precious. Pressing the cow. Yeah. What are you doing? Hi. What's it up? What's it up?
I take my meals cold to quiet the spirit and calm my vital energies. Shinshine infused water with ice is the most effective. Exorcism uses thaumaturgy and martial arts to conquer evil. There are other means to the same end, but they are not the true way. I take my meals cold to quiet the spirit and calm my vital energies. Shinshine infused water with ice is the most effective. Exorcism uses thaumaturgy and martial arts to conquer evil. There are other means to the same end, but they are not the true way.
That's it again. I think I should go around this mountain.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself?
She's gotta be one of the Adepti, surely. Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations! This item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe! And Ningguang's little helper!
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest prostrate specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper. It's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary.
In truth, It is the finest piece of prostrate we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of... As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby... Now, please excuse me. As you can see...
You need my name? You stupid.
Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises!
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, because that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and within.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot.
Well, Bywood said that there are some makeshift helps we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
President Cole?
No need.
You can't do that. When you're hungry, you go and you...
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Why go to a hotel when I have a whole dimension to go to? It's a teapot. Why go... Bruh, you don't make no sense, bruh. We got multiple dimensions we can go to. Why go into a fucking hotel? You're crazy. Ooh, snake.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. So, business is booming. One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. Here are your keys. All right.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice one of the guests walked in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before. Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack.
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that Cleffertina? What's she doing? Let's go and say hi.
One trust you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhe too, Cleffertina?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool! So, what's her adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhe feels kinda friendly, but also kinda disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her adeptus name instead.
Her adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an adeptus name?
Don't all adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. Wait, what? Paimon Wither! This is a real surprise!
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
To start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a goblin inside with Shenhe. Then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster. That
Sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike.
In other words,
Not necessarily. Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. Indeed. It is one, however, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Mooncarver, red rope. It is only by fate that... Ningguang, if she handles it, let us conclude our conversation.
Oh, no wonder she doesn't like being against the deathbed.
Is there any food around here? I have to wait till to 8 to 12, that's stupid. Wait, this is my hotel room, why can I not go in? Okay, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Just like that, it's time for us to embark on the next phase of our journey. We need to head to Natlan next.
First they encountered in the school, and all start running. Yeah, like that.
They called it a nation of dragons, but that description doesn't give us much to go off of. Exactly! Even when Inazuma was completely closed off, we still managed to run into people from there in other nations. Huh. Could it be that there are no humans in Natlan?
Yes, yes! That look of surprise and excitement is perfect! Hold it right there. Now look at the camera, and big smiles on 3. Ready?
Okay, just make sure you get Paimon's good side. Wait, hang on a minute! What's with the photo shoot, Charlotte?
Well, I heard you two were about to leave for the next part of your journey. After everything you did for Fontaine, the Steambird simply had to follow up on a scoop like that. Oh, I have a feeling we're going to be short on material once you're gone.
Oh, so you knew we were leaving. We don't need a big send-off. That's not really our thing.
Yeah, that's definitely not your style, but we got to thinking. And, well, a little change never hurt anyone, right?
We?
All those obstacles we overcame side by side. Oh, feels like it was just yesterday. Don't be a stranger now, partner.
If you encounter any troubles along your journey, you need only let us know, no matter the distance between us.
Partings are inevitable, of course, but distance makes the heart grow fonder, right? One thing will never change, though. We'll always have the memories we made together during this time.
Whoa, you're all here!
That we will. I'm looking forward to hearing about your future adventures, so make sure to stop by and tell us about them sometime.
Well, in light of your impending departure, shall we take a photo together?
Ooh,
Great idea! We even have a professional photographer with us. Charlotte, would you do us the honor?
Leave it to me. Just give me a moment to set the camera up.
Oh, by the way, you're overthinking the whole Natlan issue, Paimon. It's just that, because of their local customs, the native people choose not to leave. They're not unwelcoming to outsiders, though. People travel there for business and leisure alike, and usually return with nothing but good things to say.
Many members of the Spina have visited in the past, too.
Well, that's a relief. Hopefully we don't get swept up in any major drama this time.
Well, given your experience and skill in that regard, I have no doubt you'll be able to overcome anything that comes your way.
Still, I hope you can avoid danger this time around. An uneventful trip might be a nice change of pace.
All right, I'm ready. Shall we? Well then, traveler.
Bon voyage! Safe travels, traveler. You're welcome back anytime. If you let us know in advance, we could arrange even more people to greet you when you return.
That would be quite the lively affair.
Safe travels, traveler. You're welcome back anytime.
That would be quite the lively affair.
There's a place in Nat...
One picture to publish, and one to...
with my blade. I'll lead the way. Can't see?